Butterflies. Y'all know how we tell spirit what we ain't gonna do and then mess around and end up doing exactly what we told spirit we weren't gonna do? So I was in a car and I felt the energy for a grandmother message, right? And so I was like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna relax out, I'm gonna take another shower and just, relax out, and then I'm gonna record the grandmother message. Pulled up to the crib, all of a sudden I just feel this energy. It felt like this neck of you buck energy just pop up, mind you. And it was like, allow me to introduce you to my shadow side though. And I'm like, what in the world is, and I'm like, what, huh? And it was like, that's the message. I said, but that's not the message that I got with the grandmother message. And spirit was like, no, this is a different message. Like, this feels like an antecedent to the grandmother message. Because when thinking about the message of the grandmother message, it's like, okay, I definitely can see how this can be like the antecedent to the grandmother message. Baby, butterflies, who done pissed the collective off? Okay, it's giving this energy of having to pop out and needing to remind, no, I'm gonna use a different deck for this. We're gonna use the villain's deck. Having to pop out and remind someone who the F you are, like who the fudge snickle sticks you are, okay? It's like somebody either forgot or they didn't know. They should have asked about you. They should have did their research, okay? They should have went to Google, okay? Or they should have went to Facebook or, something, did a little bit of research to know not to come fudge snickle sticks with you, okay? And this is just giving the vibe. So let's just get into what happened, because I just feel like some of y'all, either you done went off on them or spirit is warning you of something that may happen that is going to cause you to go off. But I'm not getting this energy of like you wrong for going off though. It does feel like this person has like stepped on your toes one too many times or crossed one too many boundaries. And in them crossing one too many boundaries, it's like you got to get that shit off your chest is what it feels like. Like, I feel this energy of having to get something off your mother freaking chest. Now, I'm not telling you to leave this reading and go off on somebody at all, okay? This is either, like I said, a warning or just adding up to what has happened. But I feel like some of you all, most of you all, this has already happened. And you had to introduce your shadow side back to a person. They had to remember who you were. They had to remember that you ain't never lost no fight. That they needed to know that you're not the one to be messed with, to be played with. You're not the one to be stepped over, used, abused. Okay? Some of y'all used to even like get so angry that you would black out back in the day. And it's just like this time around, somebody really been poking you. Like, it's giving that energy of the poking the bear. And it's like you poke the bear enough, the bear gonna strike you. Okay? 10 of Cups coming out. You know what's okay, so you know how people, everyone has their opinions on, the Doja Cat, because the first thing I felt on here was like everything aligned, everything intact. And thinking about that song Demons by Doja Cat, like she's basically, it seems like a trolling energy, right? Like everybody calling her a demon, so you know what, I'm gonna play into it. Y'all calling me this, so I'm just gonna be this. You get what I'm saying? It's giving an energy of someone even like blaming you for doing something, blaming you for doing something, blaming you for doing something. You ain't been doing it, but then eventually just being like, you know what? I might as well do it. It's giving Keisha Cole, I should have cheated. Like a trolling energy. Someone tried to like psychologically troll your energy as a way to bring out another side of you. But the thing with you, when I think of 10 of Cups in a villain deck, it makes me think of someone who is balanced between their dark and their light energy. You know how to channel your dark and your light. You've done your shadow work. So you know how to command your shadow. You know what I'm saying? Some people just live in their shadow and they don't know how to command it. They're controlled by it. There's a difference between being controlled by your shadow, where it's just like something happened, you can't control it, like you just going off. Like, I ain't even gonna start spewing out examples, but y'all know examples of people out here in the socials and in the public, okay? But then there's people who know how to command it, who know how to control it, who let it come out when it needs to come out. Because sometimes you got to allow that shadow out to balance out some stuff, okay? That's what they call the dark feminine energy. I don't know if you all ever heard of that, but channeling into dark feminine energy of like boundaries and all that. So this could be someone is giving Destiny's Child. I say yes to your number and yes to you dating me. Yes, we can be together, but you got away from me. The first time I said no, it's like I never said yes. Like, somebody just mad because you putting up some boundaries, okay? After you've been like so helpful or thoughtful or giving. You get what I'm saying? Because at the bottom of the deck is the 10 of coins, counterpart to the 10 of cups, okay? Somebody may even try to mess with your stability, do something to mess with your work, or with you at work, trying to get you to, you know, do something to sabotage yourself at work or something along those lines, or with your work, the work that you do. I don't know what I was about to say, work what you do. Ooh, boo, ooh. Some of y'all out here be twerking that ass, okay? And somebody trying to make you feel bad for what you do. It makes me think about some of the main people who be, you know, trying to be so uppity and all this. They be the main ones watching the P-Hub, okay? Main ones. I still remember one person, baby, always be talking about everybody, talking about everybody. They wanted to show me something on the internet. They came up next to me with their phone and opened up their internet. First thing that pop up, P-Hub. And I'm sitting here, not you, that be talking about everybody. Clutches pearls, okay? You know, or how they say to people who are very, you know, certain words trigger YouTube's algorithm, the H-phobe, okay? A lot of times it's because they be feeling some stuff, you hear me? So it's giving this energy of someone like even getting mad. Somebody acting a certain way, like they're better than something, but really they messy, and I'm hearing all the same, like messy and all the same. Okay, what's going on? So this is giving a vibe of like, I'm not getting the energy, because some of you all feel like, yes, that's what it, some of you feel like that you getting some type of karma because you stood up for yourself in a situation. That's the message. Some of you all feel like you're getting karma right now because of how some things are going, for how you stood up for yourself in a situation, because of how things look right now physically. Okay, Spirit wanted me to put an emphasis on that word physically, because Spirit wants you to take a look at how are things looking spiritually and mentally and emotionally. So for example, we may not have all the riches in the world, but what's your mental health like? You know what I'm saying? What are your emotions like? What's your weight like? Some of us, you know, when we get super stressed out and all that, like our weight is different. I'm hearing looking at the non-scale victories. So looking at the victories that are not the big victories, you know what I'm saying? But looking at what you are winning at right now. What is going really good for you right now. What is something that you value right now that if you didn't have anymore, that you would miss it a lot? How many of us be thanking, you know, God and the universe for our legs, for our hands, for our fingers, for our arms? And I'm not saying for anyone who may not have those anymore that anything is wrong with you, but what I'm saying is that we all need to be thankful for what we utilize and we see of being value for us. So if it's something that you use daily and you see it as being of value to your daily movements, it's something that you need to be thankful for. You know, but this person or situation needed to get called out. They needed it. Like, this person needed it. They needed it plus some is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they need their motherfucking ass beat, okay? You got the Hierophant that's coming out. You see how that world greatest boss is on that cup in the background and how I said I feel like it could be a work situation. Somebody trying to mess with your money. I don't like it. Some of you all got payback in a real smart, I heard manipulative way. Like you thought out a plan. You thought out a plan and followed through with the plan. Like that's what I'm hearing, honey. Listen, I ain't mad at you, honey. I'm not mad at you. Do you? Okay? You got the Knight of Swords coming out. Do you? Because this is giving justice. You're going to have development and growth with whatever you have going on right now within life in general. Just know that it is not connected to something that you've done in the past. All right. What's this future energy? You got the Knight of Wands. Just do you. Keep being you. Accept you. Accept all of you. The main thing that's coming out is like, accept even your weirdness. Accept your quirkiness. Your spirit, when you're in high vibration, so when you're following what your heart is calling for you to follow, what your spirit is calling for you to follow, you're always going to be on the right path. You're always going to be on the right path when you do that. So keep doing that. Keep doing it. And there's going to be times when you know, you pop off. It's giving the vibe of someone who's like always nice and happy. And one day they pop off and then they go back to being nice and happy. That don't mean anything is wrong with you. Sometimes you gotta pop off. But you stood up for yourself. Period. So see everything around you for what it is, like on a larger scale. Okay? And don't let nobody run over you, period. Okay? Period. But I love you all. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed to the channel, everyone who has thumbs up the video, everyone who has purchased from my tea and my candle company, all of the members on the YouTube channel, as well as the members over on my website. Thank you. I changed the name of the tiers on the YouTube channel memberships. I hope y'all like them. I changed it to the Caterpillar, Chrysalis, Butterfly, because it was 3 levels and it was just like, it makes sense, you know, because we're butterflies. So, yes, I thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone who has purchased from any of my books off of Amazon as well. You are appreciated, okay? And as always, my loves, continue to bloom, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.